Hi and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Chima Michael and welcome on board. So today I'll be talking about NEBOSH. I have had a lot of series of questions. People have asked me, what is NEBOSH? How can I benefit from NEBOSH and all? So worry no more. Just be seated, keep your cool. I'm going to explain to you what NEBOSH is, what are the benefits, and if it is the right path for you to follow. Meanwhile, before we continue, please do well to subscribe, like my YouTube channel, comment, and also share. This is the support we require from you. So I've had a series of questions which I've been able to jot down that people have been asking. Some ask, what is the full meaning of NEBOSH? What are the categories of NEBOSH? Why choose NEBOSH? Who can take NEBOSH? Must I be an engineer or study in an engineering field before pursuing the NEBOSH qualification? Where is NEBOSH relevant? Which industry can you make use of the NEBOSH certification? How long can I stay before getting a job with the NEBOSH qualification? And how beneficial is it to take NEBOSH? I'm going to answer all this in a very short while, but please stay put, sit back, and listen very attentively. Now, if you're looking for a career niche, maybe you're done with your high school or you're done with your degree and you're looking for a professional course to pursue further your career. Now, NEBOSH might be the right path for you. Not only NEBOSH, we have a lot of other professional careers, but I'm going to be telling you about NEBOSH because this is what I do, this is what I know so well. So I'm going to give you an elaborate explanation about what NEBOSH is and how you can benefit from it. Now, what is the full meaning of NEBOSH? The full meaning of NEBOSH stands for National Examination Board in Occupational Safety and Health. Mark the keywords, occupational safety and health. This means that as a NEBOSH holder or a NEBOSH or a safety officer, you should be in charge of health and safety in the occupation and the workplace. Okay, now somebody also asks, what are the categories of NEBOSH? Now, NEBOSH has a very broad categories. We have NEBOSH IGC, which I'm going to be talking to you about, which stands for International General Certification. We have the NEBOSH IDIP, which is the diploma, which is equivalent to, that is A-level 6, is equivalent to a degree. And also we have the NEBOSH Master's degree. Okay, by the virtue of privilege, I have completed my NEBOSH IGC. I have completed the IDIP, that is the International Diploma, and I'm pursuing my Master's, even though it is in Energy and Sustainability Management. But I have a handful of experience to talk to you about NEBOSH and how it can be beneficial to you. So now somebody asks me, why should I choose NEBOSH? We have a lot of other safety, health and safety qualifications. A lot of them. If you search Google, you're going to see a lot of them. So why should I choose NEBOSH? Now the answer is employers, they revere NEBOSH more. Okay, we have so many more, but employers, they revere NEBOSH more because this is because of how NEBOSH bring out their syllabus, how they ensure to teach you to understand. Because it has been proven over time that people with NEBOSH qualifications, when they get to work, they tend to, practically show that they have learned a lot of things. So employers in the Middle East, in Africa, in Asia, in Europe, and in Canada, they prefer people with NEBOSH more than other safety, health and safety certification. Now, one question is, who can take NEBOSH? Very interesting question. Who can take NEBOSH? All right, anybody can take NEBOSH. Anybody, okay? You must not be a graduate of this or a graduate of that. If you have completed your high school, you can take NEBOSH. If you have completed your degree, you can take NEBOSH. All you need is the passion for NEBOSH. Are you passionate about saving souls, saving lives? Are you passionate about seeing that things are done rightly? Are you passionate about seeing that processes and procedures are duly followed? If then, so NEBOSH might be your niche. So you can take it. If you have these passions, these things I've listed, then you can consider taking NEBOSH as your professional course. Another question, must I be an engineer before pursuing NEBOSH? This has been an uproar for quite some time now. Some people will be like, they only employ people with engineering background. Should I have or must I have an engineering background to do NEBOSH? The answer is no. You mustn't have, an engineering background to do NEBOSH. Maybe you studied business administration, you studied commerce, you studied anything at all that you studied. You studied doctoring, you are a barrister, you are this, you are that. Anything you study, even if you are just a high school graduate, you can pursue NEBOSH. Okay, it does not mean that somebody with engineering background will do better than you in the field. No, it depends on the consistency, it depends on your professionalism, and it depends on the passion you have for this course. So you can do it whether with engineering background or not.
Good.
Now another question is, where is NEBOSH relevant? If I take NEBOSH, where am I going to use it? How is it relevant? I'm going to tell you. See, NEBOSH is relevant in the Middle East. It is relevant in Asia. It is relevant in Africa. It is relevant in Europe. Then even in Australia, it is relevant. Then in Canada, you can actually change. Like if you have the NEBOSH, they have their qualification there, which you can transfer to and operate as a professional, as a health and safety professional in Canada. So it is relevant. All these places I have called now, it is relevant. Now another question is, which industry can I make use of the NEBOSH certificate? Which industry? Is it in hospitality? Is it in oil and gas? Is it in aviation? Is it in construction? Any industry at all you're thinking of, where can we utilize the NEBOSH qualification? The good news is you can use the NEBOSH qualification or the things you have learned, you can apply it in all industries. In the oil and gas industry, in hospitality industry, in aviation industry, in construction industry, you can apply them because, see, NEBOSH, it teaches you about how to manage people, how to manage risk, how to, find out hazard risk in the workplace, how to mitigate, how to eliminate, and how to contain them. Okay, it teaches you about lagging indicators, and active indicators. Okay, it teaches you about, auditing, inspection. A lot of things are embedded in the study of NEBOSH that you can apply across so many industries. Okay, another question is, how long can I stay before getting a job with the NEBOSH certification? Now, people are so concerned about this, and it is a good question to ask. It is the right question to ask, because some people will be like, is it even worth it? Should I go and take NEBOSH and I will be at home, I will not be working, and the rest of it? Now, the good news is NEBOSH is a qualification and not a license. The difference between a license and a qualification is that license, they expire. Okay? They expire and you renew them maybe in every 2 years or 1 year or 3 years, as the case may be. But NEBOSH is a lifetime achievement for yourself because it does not expire. So you can use NEBOSH in the next 6 months. You can use NEBOSH in the next 1 year. You can use NEBOSH even immediately as you finish, the study. So NEBOSH does not have a time frame. Some people are, they are fortunate enough to start working as a safety officer, a safety personnel. Immediately they finish. Some people will take 1 month, some people will take 6 months, some people will take 1 year. It is all dependent on your network. Now, the last question is, how beneficial is it to take NEBOSH? How beneficial? The answer is, it is very, very beneficial. One is, with NEBOSH, you can work as a safety officer. You can work as a safety manager. You can work as a safety supervisor, a safety coordinator. You can work as a health and safety director, health and safety supervisor. All these things you can do with the NEBOSH certification. If you start with IGC1, now it is IG1. Formerly, it used to be closed book exams, but now it is open book exam. So it is very beneficial because it makes you to stand out among your peers. Imagine there are 100 people that are looking for a particular job, maybe in the safety domain. And those other persons, they have done other studies, vocational studies, and you have NEBOSH. It is going to help you stand out. It is going to help you to be selected very easily. Hence, you have, the passion and all it takes to do what? To work as a safety officer. In our subsequent video, I'm going to teach you on how to pass the NEBOSH exam in your first attempt. Okay, a lot of people are saying, I've tried, I've failed. I'm going to tell you how many people I have coached that have passed their exams in just one go. So thank you so very much for your time. I really do appreciate, and I believe that with this, you'll be able to decide if you truly want to pursue the NEBOSH qualification, or if you want to, if you want to settle in another domain. Thank you for your time and have a wonderful day. Cheers.